Whoo! Welcome in, my beautiful people. Back again, my friends. What's up, everybody? It's your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Lava Brandon Blakeney podcast. Now kick back, relax, and come take a ride with your boy. Hey, welcome in. Hey, we had to talk about it. It's time. It's time, YouTube. Get up, my darling. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all know what we here for. Y'all know it's time to talk that talk. Y'all know why we here, man. So, in recent news, we've been talking a lot about Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, the dumpster fire of Christie Sides out here just holding this team back. Should she stay? Should she go? Y'all already know how I feel. But now I'm kind of shifting it to the fact of this Rookie of the Year race that felt like Caitlin Clark had all but locked up. Definitely, without a doubt. Angel Reese is definitely in that second slot, but with recent play and the fact that Christie Sides continues to hinder the development of Caitlin Clark, my question, my discussion for the chat this evening: will the bad business, decision making, toxic relationship, toxic culture, toxic locker room, no culture have in Indiana Fever and Christie Sides, will they cost Caitlin Clark the Rookie of the Year award? That is the question. And I definitely want to hear from the chat from this perspective. Definitely, and we're gonna do a round table of all the rookies. I got all the rookie stats, but of course, Caitlin Clark, 16.3 points per game, 5.4 assists, or 5.4 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 1.5 steals. Leading the rookies in scoring as well as assists right now. But will it be enough? Will it be enough? There's a lot going on right now. A lot of bad business going on in Indiana. We saw Celeste Taylor get cut like a Sunday coupon for no reason. None of the young talent is being developed. Caitlin Clark, his shot selection, shot attempts have been extremely limited compared to what we are accustomed to seeing. The ball has been taken out of her hands on countless occasions. She's been taken out of the game when she's gotten her rhythm going multiple times for Erica Wheeler. Makes no sense. We see the numbers, and I think it's fair to say she's firmly in first place. But how do y'all feel about the situation? If CC continues to play consistent, I think she will win it. Her stats are very good. And we get to look at the stats right there, the numbers. Definitely, I feel like the only competition right now is Angel Reese. But Angel Reese is in a better position than Caitlin Clark to win this award. And here's why, in my opinion. Because she is with a roster, a franchise, and a coach that continues to play to her strengths and puts Reese in a situation, an opportunity to succeed. Clark does not have that luxury right now. Angel Reese has the support of all her teammates. She has the support of the front office, the organization. Like, they are completely bought into what she can do. We just saw the last game. Chicago Sky. Now, Angel Reese was out there cooking Nalissa Smith like a kebab. Sauteed her. Had one of the biggest games we've seen from any rookie, the first 25 and 15 game since Asia Wilson did it. Now, we see Angel Reese is averaging a double-double. That's hard to argue, y'all. 13.2 points, 11.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.7 steals. A rookie averaging a double-double is hard to, that's tough to argue. That is tough to argue. But I want to hear y'all's remarks. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Because I think if Caitlin does lose this award, it's definitely going to have something to do with Christie Sides. And I'm wondering if Sides makes it past the Olympic break at this point. Everything is set up right now for Angel Reese to overtake and take this award, to overtake Clark and take this award. The team believes in her. The coach is literally drawing plays for her like Christie should be doing. They are getting Angel Reese involved and making her a focal point in that offense. She's in a better situation. Angel Reese is in a better situation than Caitlin Clark right now. The Chicago Sky are all in. They are all bought in on this style of play. They are all in on Angel Reese being one of the focal points of this offense. She was cooking last game, and hey, y'all see T Spoon didn't take her out the game, right? She let her keep cooking. But y'all let me know in the comments, man. Y'all holler at your boy, let me know. Y'all know how we do every live. Gotta hear from the people. Y'all know. Y'all know. We all know. But for some reason, the Fever don't know. I think firmly in third, Rakia Jackson. Rakia Jackson has been like the unsung hero for the Sparks. Robert Groves, Robert, welcome in, welcome in. Let me get the chat rocking, y'all. When the fans drop out from watching, stuff will change. Chicago is about to have to play a lot of tough teams in the schedule. Facts. Facts. Are they gonna lose out on viewership if Caitlin Clark is not does Caitlin Clark not winning this award hurt the WNBA in y'all's opinion? Hey, Robert, appreciate that. Appreciate you locking in. Chicago, though, I agree, you two. I agree. Chicago is definitely about to play a tougher schedule right now. Now, I will say the Fever took their lumps early playing some of the top competition early in the season, and I think it helped mold them and sharpen them a little bit. Iron sharpens iron. Now the Sky go and face some of those same teams. They got the Las Vegas Aces tomorrow night. If Angel Reese has a big game against Asia Wilson, I think that bodes well for her chances, y'all. I still have CC as the leader. Facts. The fans know. The fans know exactly what's going on. It's bad business in Indiana right now. It's bad business. Who does Coach Sides think she is fooling right now? You got a generational talent on your squad and refuse to hand her the keys and take off the shackles. Clark is a system. We're seeing how the Rakia Jackson has been somewhat of a focal point. Like obviously De'Erica Hamby's leading the way, but Rakia Jackson is second in scoring on the Los Angeles Sparks. Like they've made it a priority to get her shots and draw plays for her. We have not seen the same with Kate. We just haven't seen it. I mean, honestly, you could argue, guys, you could argue that Kate Martin is in a better position. Not saying that I would take her over Rookie of the Year over Caitlin Clark. I'm not saying that at all. But I think she's part of in a better situation as far as she's in a winning culture, a team with an identity, a team that has embraced her fully, a team where she has carved out minutes and made some noise. That's a tough game. Asia Wilson is the one first in point per game, second in rebounds, and first in blocks. Yeah, she's YouTube. She's sensational this year. She's sensational this year. Asia Wilson is on another level, and I think it goes back to her getting that fourth place vote in the MVP running last year. I genuinely do. I think she just came in with a major chip on her shoulder. She came in with a major chip, and she's showing everybody that this is her league. I completely agree with y'all. Robert says, I can stand under the goal, shoot, miss rebounds all day long like Reese. Close quarters, welcome back. Welcome back. Yo, Reese's field goal percentage has not been impressive. I will absolutely give you that. The last game that she played, when she put 26 and 15 on the Indiana Fever, was by far her best shooting day. We saw the whole offensive package. One of her teammates, Camila Cardoso, is actually getting it going as well. Another rookie to look at, 9.3 points, 7.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists. She's averaging almost a block per game. Yo, that's the crazy thing, YouTube. Kate not even a starter, and she probably about to make the All-Star team. This rookie class is dominating the All-Star vote. It's nuts. We've never seen anything like this in the WNBA. Fever still up 2-1 on Sky. Rookie of the Year is still up in the air, but I think they will ultimately give it to the one that is the leader of their team. And see, that's the thing, close quarters. I feel like right now, Camila Cardoso is finding her stride. I thought her coming back would affect Angel Reese, but they've played exceptional together. I think Angel Reese is in a better position right now because she has a team that fully embraces her and a coach that lets her play her game. What trade, Robert? You talking about Mikal Bridges to the Knicks? Well, who you talking? What trade? Angel just she's in a place where that team, the Chicago Sky, have an identity. They have a culture. They have vets that are leading by example in that locker room. They have a coach that is spearheading this team that is a great leader in her own right that motivates these players to play hard. The Sky play harder for their coach than the Fever play for theirs. I'm telling you right now. I just think Angel is being featured in that offense. We saw it. When she was getting busy giving Alyssa Smith the business, turning her into a kebab on the other end. What happened? She did not take her out the game like Sods would do Clark for Wheeler. No, she kept Angel Reese in the game and they won because they rode their superstar. They rode the hot hand. And that's what you're supposed to do. She's just in a situation where everybody's bought in. Angel Reese is free to play however she wants to play. Caitlin Clark currently does not have that luxury, and that's working hard against her. So if she does lose, will this be Coach Christie Sod's fault? Is Sod's holding Caitlin Clark back? She's leading in points and assists right now. Oh, Fever, man, man. The fact that they cut Celeste Taylor, I'm still not over that, y'all. I'm still not over that. I'm still not over them cutting Celeste Taylor. Nasty work. Nasty work. The Fever are low-key a dumpster fire right now. And I know they just went on that 4-game winning streak and definitely cooled down the hot seat for Coach Sides. The GM loves her, so she's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. Definitely not this season. But yeah, she's been horrible out there, man. This team could have 10 wins right now with a good coach. She's mediocre. Damon, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, Coach Side, she out. Trust me, Mark Jackson is the answer. We Naptown. We going all in. Okay, I keep seeing Mark Jackson's name being mentioned in these. I keep seeing Mark Jackson's name. I've seen Mark Jackson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Rebecca Lobo. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw my last video where I named the obvious choice, Lisa Bluter, if she comes out of retirement. Corey Gaines, who won a championship with the Phoenix Mercury and coached and helped develop Diana Taurasi, who was the lead leader in scoring as well as the league MVP in '09 under Corey Gaines. You got Don Staley and Kara Lawson, but Staley's making double right now with the highest paid WNBA coaches making. So that bag would have to be serious. True, CC got to battle her own dang front office and coach, right? Right? It's not shit. The odds are stacked against Caitlin Clark right now. She should have switched AB and Smith on defense to at least try to slow Reese down. Exactly. YouTube. That's my thing. That's why I think Sides is such a bad coach. No adjustments. No adjustments made. Aaliyah Boston would not have been getting bullied like that. How Melissa Smith got Lil Broad under the basket. Angel Reese was killing her. Killing her. Reggie Miller? Okay. Okay. Indiana great. Indiana Pacers great. Reggie Miller? I like that. I like that. Maybe have Lisa Bluter as the GM. But I like that. I like the Reggie. I like that. That's cool. I've seen a bunch of names. Who else would be some good replacements for Coach Sides, man? Because she's not it. She's not the answer. This roster is not catered to their superstar right now. I do think the dynamic duo of Clark and Boston has continued to grow, and they finally have earned that, dynamic name. But this team is not built around their superstar, and that's where they're messing up right now. But we see what Clark is averaging. I would put who would y'all who would like as far as like the top five, if you had to rank all five of the rookies. We see what Rakia is averaging. Aaliyah Edwards has come to life finally. On Sunday, do you think Diana Taurasi will try to guard CC? Man, I think she's gonna try to destroy her. I think she's gonna try to guard her. I think also she's gonna try to put 30 on Caitlin's head. Because we all feel like Caitlin should have been over on the Olympic team over her. No, if not Don Staley, it's got to be Mark Jackson. He coached Steph. He can teach her better than anyone. Okay, respect. Respect. I mean, she is the female Steph Curry, so I get that. We see some of the other rookies. Aaliyah Edwards had a string of couple of good games in both the Mystics wins, but she has been hurt the last several games. She's averaging 8.8 points, 6.3 rebounds, 1.1 assists. Shout out J.C. Sheldon, though, been getting some starts with the Dallas Wings, y'all. There we go with Sheldon right there. But yeah, that's going to be a very personal matchup between Clark and Diana Taurasi. That's going to be a very personal matchup. Yo, Robert, I agree. I agree. And definitely, she's killing the team. YouTube, they definitely should have 10 wins. They are a playoff caliber team, man. It is wicked. Has Mark Jackson been uncanceled for his homophobic remarks? I don't even know. It's honestly close quarters. It's hard to keep up these days with who's canceled and who's not. DT will be gassed trying to guard CC. She will try to drop some points though. SC, welcome back. She's definitely gonna try to put 30 on Caitlin. She's definitely going to try to put 30 on Caitlin. We know that off the rip. This game is gonna be extremely personal. Iowa just signed a D2 coach and Duke assistant to the Hawkeyes as assistants. They both graduated from Iowa, and the woman was a former player. Okay, that's one thing, man. Iowa has always, I feel like, under Coach Bluter, and now she's passed the torch, of course. But they've always had solid assistants, man. They've been good at developing talent. Iowa, I think, is going to be better than a lot of teams think next year, man. Lucy Olson is the perfect heir to Caitlin Clark, Anna Stolke, McCabe, Sydney Falter. There's a lot of talent coming back. But I don't even know if Mark Jackson has been brought back or not, man. With Steve Nash considered coaching in the WNBA, he knows D'Antoni's downhill offense. Okay, that's a name I haven't heard. How we feel about that, Chad? Nash? I mean, what better point guard to learn under than a two-time MVP? He could definitely have them running and gunning like those old Phoenix teams used to do. Straight points. Big shooter, it's been a minute. What's good? What's good? You always hear talk about Angel shooting and getting her misses. What difference does it make? Somebody has to get the rebound. Doesn't matter who shots it. It's still a rebound. Give me a break. Hey, we not here hating on Angel. Her field goal percentage is terrible. But we talk about all the rookies. We talked about Caitlin Clark's shortcomings with the turnovers as well. We keeping it 100 over here. We gotta be good next year. Too much money on the line, and we good. The coach is trash. We got this not fumbling Naptown in the house. Yo, Nash would be a great fit for this group, man. But yeah, they're not in a position to succeed right now. We're looking at the rookie roundtable. I just think Angel Reese is in a better situation to win Rookie of the Year. She's got a team that believes in her. They're all bought in. They are letting her play free. They are letting her play her game. That's the thing that I think worked in Angel's favor. And she had an incredible game. And what happened? They kept going to the hot hand, Coach Teaspoon. She didn't take her out. She saw Angel was in a rhythm, and she dominated. And she definitely deserves her flowers. I can tell your followers don't know the WNBA. Donna Rossi doesn't have to play CC. Natasha Cloud, Kalia Copper, Sophie Cunningham can do that. That team has defensive physical guards. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But to think that Diana Taurasi is not going to go at Caitlin Clark, she's going to try to put 30 on her. But hey, my T-girl, welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm a big fan of Copper. Cloud, you know what I'm saying? Neither one of them really like lockdown defenders, though, if we being honest. But yeah, I definitely don't think Diana Taurasi guards Caitlin Clark. Not for a whole game. They'll probably match up a couple possessions. That's just how it is with switches. But yeah, I love Sophie Cunningham. Big fan of hers. She's a hooper. Nash CC is the buddy movie I want to see. Okay, SC. DT probably will get hard fouling though. That's what I'm saying. YouTube, she's definitely gonna make Caitlin Clark feel her. Definitely. Reese has a coach and a team that supports her. That's what I'm saying, SC. Reese is in a better position right now than Caitlin Clark, I think, to win this Rookie of the Year award because she has that support, because she has been one of the focal points in this offense, because they make an effort to get her involved, because they actually draw up plays for her. It's so sad CC doesn't have it. Man, it's wicked out here. It's a dumpster fire going on over there in Indiana, y'all. Steve, welcome in, welcome in. Reality is coming for Taurasi. UConn USA team is coming to an end, so stop talking UConn. It's 2 decades ago for you, and a decade since Stewart. Hey, man, UConn got a mob coming back next year, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mercury really aren't that good. They were the worst team last season. Yeah, they're okay. Brittany Griner's past her prime, I think. Diana Taurasi's definitely past her prime, but I love Kalia Copper. She's a bucket. Big Shooter is definitely about to get very, very interesting. I think this race, and then tomorrow, man, Angel Reese has a chance to make a statement against Asia Wilson. I mean, if you can play good against the best, that's gonna raise some eyebrows, man. Angel Reese definitely has a chance to close the gap tomorrow in this Rookie of the Year race. If Taurasi had any guts, she would beg to guard Clark. Okay, okay. Stand on business, Steve. Stand on business. Taurasi doesn't have the wheels to guard Clark now. No, I absolutely don't think she does. Not really to guard anybody for that matter. Griner is still huge, hard to get past. Stop. RC, welcome in. Salute, my God. Respect. Yeah, yeah. Kalia Copper, I mean, for a time, she was leading the league in scoring. She was leading the entire league in scoring for a time. Yeah, I'm a big fan of hers. She was a champion out there for the Sky, speaking of the Sky, and now she's getting buckets in Phoenix. Clark can easily drop 30 points on you, but Reese has the mentality to bring her team back from a deficit. That's a championship mentality. To never stop competing. Ace is going to show them how a top team dominates. Yo, Angel Reese is a dog, though. She is a competitor. But the Aces is a whole nother beast. With Chelsea Gray back, they look like they're back to their regular selves. That's a whole nother beast. Asia Wilson is not the one to play with. But at the same time, I respect the heck out of Angel Reese, man, because she goes out there and competes hard against anybody, no matter who she's matched up against. She has no quit in her. She's a dog. Say whatever you want about Angel Reese. She is an ultimate competitor, and man, I would want her on my team any day. Mercury got an advantage versus Fever. I don't think the Fever have anyone that can stop BG or Copper. Yeah, Copper's definitely about to go out there and get 25, 30. Definitely. Copper is definitely going out there to get 25 or 30 RC. I'm right there with you. She's a bucket. I don't know. We gotta see. They gotta play tougher, man. Cause although I think Brittany Griner's past her prime, she can still give out work. Like they're gonna have to be physical with her. That size could be an issue. We know defense has been a struggle for the Fever. They trade their best perimeter defender or cutter, Celeste Taylor. So the decision making is interesting, but I just think Reese is in a better position right now to take it. I really do. I mean, honestly, you make an argument, speaking of the Aces, Kate Martin is in a better position right now to succeed than Clark. Like, yeah, of course she's not the player, she's not having the stats, but just the team that she's with right now. The fact that she is embraced by a culture, a team with an identity, a team that has won championships, a team that is not about the nonsense. Oh yeah, yeah. Aces are light years better, light years better than the Fever or the Sky. Light years better. That is true about Angel. She does have drive. Yeah, she does. She does. She's a dog. She's an absolute dog, man. Oh, absolutely. Copper is a walking 30 piece any night. Any night. Just a natural scorer. And I see why she's on that Team USA squad as well. But will it be Coach Christie sides that cost Caitlin the Rookie of the Year? And do y'all still have her in first? If Angel has a double double, she has a big game against the Aces and they pick up the win. Are y'all moving Angel at that top spot for Rookie of the Year race? I honestly thought when Camilla came back, it was gonna hamper her stats, man. But they played really, really good together. They played really good together. Fever going to be in most games. They hung with the Sun and Liberty at times. Facts, facts. I mean, they can score with almost anybody. It's that other side of the ball that has us worried. Steve says, I've not heard Copper talk about anyone. She just goes out and balls. Yep. Keeps the main thing the main thing. Just goes out there and hoops. Just goes out there and plays basketball. Facts. I'm not knocking CC, but does anyone think CC shoots awkward? She do sometimes have a little lean to it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel that, especially like on the fast break when she pulls up for the three, she do kind of shoot it at an angle. But looking at it, man, I mean, honestly, out of any rookie on this team, and out of any rookie that we've named, other than maybe JC Sheldon, other than JC Sheldon, who's also getting minutes, the former Ohio State star, Caitlin Clark is probably in the worst position right now. Literally. She's probably in the worst position. AR one game better than Clark. Clark's still better rookie of the year, but if the coaching dumpster fire continues, AR could get the edge. Okay. Okay, SC. Anybody else feeling that way? Mercury scored 15 points in the first quarter and 10 points in the second against the Lynx on Saturday. Copper can get hot, but she can also go straight cold. Facts. Facts. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, but I will say close quarters. That Minnesota defense is a whole different beast compared to the Indiana Fever. I love CC shot. It's quirky. Okay, Robert says yes. Big shooter. Who has a better shot at the playoffs, the Fever or the Sky? Right now, I'm still saying the Fever. I think they have the better team. But there's still a lot of season left, and that could definitely change. As you could tell, I think Copper is great. Yeah, she's elite. She's an elite scorer. She still put up very big numbers at times. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. When Indiana wins, y'all love sides. When they lose, y'all hate sides. That's the reason Clark doesn't have a dog mentality. Spoiled. Ooh! My T girl came in fire. Came in hot. Kind of looks like an 8-armed octopus. What? Caitlyn not shaking and baking with the ball like she was in Iowa. Why do you think that is, Brandon? But yeah, I think it's just better defense. These are the most athletic defenders she's seen. I mean, we saw what Raven Johnson put her through in the NCAA tournament. I think she's just having trouble creating space, but also like in the ISO and pick and rolls. But also, you saw how Iowa was really, really, really drawing up plays to get her out in space and getting her switches and stuff like that. That just not has not happened. But yeah, this is not Big Ten defense. You know what I'm saying? Like every night in, every night out, you're going against a defensive stopper for the most part. Frank, welcome in, welcome in. He says Sky have the best chance over the Fever for playoffs. Okay, respect. I'm not mad at it. First to the playoffs wins Rookie of the Year. Okay, Roger. Okay, I like that. Definitely has to be a deciding factor for sure. Definitely. Whoever gets in the playoffs, if one does. We don't like Sods ever as long as she continues to put Wheeler at point guard and starts Wallace. Facts. We've been screaming, get Sods out of there since the beginning of the season. Indiana won't have any more who can be assigned to stop Copper. Too many ball dominant guards. Now, Copper's going to give out work. They don't have anybody to match up with her. I totally agree with you. I think Sods will shut them down. Solomon, welcome in, welcome in. Why is Caitlyn in the worst position by comparison to other rookies? I think she's in the worst position because she has the least amount of support right now. From her team, from the front office, I think she has the worst coach out of anybody on this list as well. Other than JC Shelton, like the Dallas Wings are terrible right now. So I can't say that. Um, and maybe the Mystics too. Aaliyah Edwards. I don't know. That could change though. Aaliyah Edwards could be in a very good situation next year playing with Shakira Austin. They get Sykes back, Elena Della Don, and then they potentially draft Paige Beckers. I mean, I would say next year potentially Aaliyah Edwards would be in a better position than Caitlin Clark. But it just seems like Caitlin is not in a position to truly, truly flourish and reach her max potential right now. So that's why I say that, Solomon. IDK anyone who likes Sods even when they won a couple games in a row. Yeah, we would still call it for her head during the winning streak. You two, you already know. Why? Yep, 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 yep. Shut her team down. Okay, okay. Hey, SC, all like, bro, everybody in my chat has talked about their resentment for Christie sides, yo. I don't even know where that comment came from, but respect though. Appreciate you being in here. Oh, SC said, "Who's y'all?" Yup, Sods continuously takes the ball from Clark. Continuously. And that's another reason why I'm kind of shaky on this whole situation, man. Anytime Clark gets some momentum and gets going, she gets pulled for Erica Wheeler. They lose a lead and lose a game. Iowa, she had double picks a lot. Yeah, there's no picks being set. There's no effort to create space for her right now. Saj trying to bust CC ego. Okay, okay. Trying to cut the rookie down to size. Hey, Big Shooter, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Glad y'all loving the content. Y'all know we just getting started. We gonna keep it going. Now the problem is, Brennan and my Tigres, a lot of her fans are a tense combination of delusional and emotional. You would think Caitlyn was actually their daughter or maybe their sister. Yo, the Caitlyn Clark mob is not who you mess with. They like the Beyonce fans or the Swifties, man. They like the Hive, the Beehive. People have to give Clark time to develop. Guards in the W have a 2 or 3 year learning curve. Look at Plum and Enescu. No, that's facts. Sabrina didn't. She was hurt her rookie year, and Plum didn't play a whole lot. So that's respect. And I think the Fever are kind of following the same blueprint as the Aces, but the Aces had Becky Hammond though. They had their coach, and that's the difference. I don't think Sods is the answer. I'm not saying the roster is bad at all. They have a win, like they have a good enough roster to win some games and make the playoffs. I just don't think they have any leadership right now. I'll root for Fever to win games, but if they wind up missing the playoffs, I'm not mad at possibly getting Paige or Kiki. If they miss the playoffs, they also might fire Sods. That is true, Close. That is true. They could end up firing Sods, but they would have to be really bad because the Mystics and the Dallas Wings are horrible right now. So to have a chance at one of the top 2 picks, they would absolutely have to tank. Clark doesn't have the experience to control offensive scoring and facilitating the ball. You need Wheeler and Mitchell. CC fans throw the whole team under. That's why she's not a dog player. Spoiled. Hey, Monty girl, I think we can truly admit Erica Wheeler is terrible. Erica Wheeler is terrible. Big mid. True. Sods is a second year coach. They don't even fire second year coaches in college football. I mean, some coaches have been fired after one. I remember Dwayne Casey for the Raptors won Coach of the Year and still got fired. Sods ain't nowhere near that, and he got fired. I'm just saying. Yup, she needs a coach. She needs a coach that can bring out her full potential and help that team continue to develop. How could you know Clark's potential and try to handcuff her? That's a terrible idea. Let her shine and shoot. Yes. Why is she getting the least amount of shots pretty much out of the starters, bro? It's wicked. You got a generational talent gifted to you. And this is what you do with it. I think we can agree Fever has talent. Alyssa, AB, Mitchell, CC, definitely. It's the coach. It's the coach. It is the coach holding this team back. They have a lot of talent on this group. We've seen that they can compete with most teams. They've been in most every game. They have no leadership, no identity, no culture right now. And that starts up at the top. YouTube spitting them facts. CC is 1.1 assists per game from leading the league. So you got her, what, second in assists, and you got Angel Reese second in rebounds. Oh, yeah. Hey, they would need some serious luck. That was the firing Sods would set Indiana back another 8 years. New fans don't realize that the franchise was depleted the Tamika Catchings era. That was their golden era. But you telling me right now, if they went and got one of the coaches that we've been naming, If they were to bring in a big name, if they were to throw the bag at Don Staley, if they were to get Lisa Luda out of retirement, if they did go get Kara Lawson from Duke, Corey Gaines, who's coaching the Japan national team in the Tokyo Olympics, who won a title with Phoenix, who coached Diana Taurasi when she was league MVP and scoring leader, you're telling me that if they go out and get a Larry Bird, just anybody pretty much, with a better understanding, a better system, that they would be set back 8 years? Sides hasn't shown me enough to believe in her as a head coach at all. You can't have two like back-to-back terrible seasons like that. Clark fans may be extra, but OMG, her haters just as bad. Ivan, welcome in, welcome in. Let's admit WNBA is a lesbian league. CC is a straight heterosexual popular. People love her. The game was rigged for Sky. Okay. Tell us how you really feel. Definitely handcuffed. Sides is 8 years. Sides in 8 years. Sides would have ruined almost a decade of Clark's career. Up to the coach to get Alyssa focused. She's focused on offense. I don't understand what she's doing on defense. I don't understand what Alyssa Smith. I've never seen a professional with the lack of defensive awareness that she does. Stotts has some PR trolls on social trying to help her out. And she's terrible. Yo, LS, welcome in. If this is your first time, y'all, make sure you hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. Stay up with the Live with Brandon Bailey podcast. We got you covered. But released a great defender to keep players who don't pass the ball and play it out. By your side, she's holding Caitlin Clark back. Something is up with this. I'm telling you, it's self-sabotage at this point, LS. It's self-sabotage. Timmy's coming back. She's a runner and tall. Yes, that is Clark's Hannah Stokey. She will be the Fever's Hannah Stokey. CC needs a coach that would develop her for a system, not be a star. She's too ball dominant already. Sods is a new coach implementing a system. Y'all don't give it time. Y'all got to give it time. Stop rushing Clark's development. Okay. Okay. Spicy take. Spicy take. But we see what is already here. Like, she's ready right now. Does anyone think maybe they are holding CC back to move Reese up? I don't know. I don't think it's like some sort of like super undercover agenda. I don't think Clark should quit b-ball if she changed the size for 8 years. It's a hostage situation. Free Clark, free Clark. First of all, I don't know if anybody knows this. What is Angel Reese, a college student hanging out with a thug who's got criminal record? Don't figure that one out. CC does not have a lot of fans that just use her to hate on women's basketball. Hopefully those fans fall off by next season. They don't watch the games or buy merchandise. Put your money where your mouth is. I really feel like Angel Reese is in a better situation right now to become a star and win that Rookie of the Year. That's where it'll start. But as long as Coach Sides is at the helm, Indiana will never reach their full potential. CC does have Indiana honestly didn't need another guard in CC. They need another big for Smith and Boston. That's why they are bringing in Damaris Dante. But the thing is, they had no point guard last year. They had nobody to give the ball to Aaliyah Boston. It was a miracle Aaliyah Boston won Rookie of the Year, basically off second chance shots because she wasn't getting any passes. They had no point guard. They had no point guard at all. No playmakers. Kelsey Mitchell is a bucket, sure. But anybody that's ever watched the Fever knows good and well she is far from a playmaker. She's far from creating for others. I've said the same thing. SCCC quits. WNBA comes in wheelbarrows of money. She controls them at this point. Nobody's doing numbers like her. How much do you think Sods made throwing the game? Shadow, what's the over and under? How much did Sods get paid to throw that last game? CC's fans bought all the merch. What are you talking about? CC's top 4 jersey sales. That's one hard jersey to get. She's basically sold out on draft night. No guard comes into the W ready right now. Chelsea Gray struggled with the Sparks leading to their 2016 championship. I mean, obviously, rookies are going to struggle. Point guard is the toughest position in basketball to play. You definitely expect some struggles. But the Spurs ain't have the shackles on Wnba, the NBA first pick in the draft. You let your players play through the mistakes and grow from it. ASC, appreciate you joining in. Take care. People in Iowa are buying season tickets. Yup. And people were afraid that that support would not carry over for the WNBA, but we see that that is not the case. If I was CC, play out this whole year and leave. She's way better than these players in the WNBA, and plus the league is corrupt and trash anyway. CC deserves better. Ivan, what would you rather see her go overseas or play in the Big 3 league with Ice Cube? Man, we got some good combos going on right now. I'm excited to hear from everybody. Celeste Taylor would have had more production on the defensive end of the court. It just makes no sense how they traded her, bro, without even giving her a chance. She would have complemented Clark's game so well. No sense. That trade made no sense. You need players around Clark that can guard, that can make shots, that can get up and down the floor and really pace in space. Celeste was perfect for that. I can't believe they kept Saxton. I can't believe they kept Berger over her. Like, I can't believe they kept Wallace over her. Wallace is the worst starter in the WNBA, hands down, period. It's not even close. Spitting facts, spitting facts. She's staying in the W. All her endorsements are centered around her W career. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that for as a business decision, because she's gonna get more views in the W than she's gonna get overseas. But yeah, I definitely see her staying in the W. I enjoy everyone's take and no fussing in chat. Awesome, Brandon. Hey, Robert, appreciate you joining in. Yeah, man, I don't expect everybody to agree or have the same take or anything like that. I just ask that we all keep it respectful and hear each other out. Go overseas, no brainer. CC probably won't leave the WNBA. Yeah, I honestly don't see it, and I really don't even know if that Ice Cube deal for that $5 million he was talking about. I don't even know how real that was, to be honest. It would be so tough to catch her games overseas, y'all, with the time difference. Hey, Leroy, welcome in, welcome in. You know we're here talking about that Rookie of the Year race. It feels like a two-player race right now between CC and Angel Reese, but it just feels like Angel Reese is in a better position right now with a team that fully embraces her, that has a culture that is allowing her to play freely and not taking her out of games when she's dominating. Just think about this. After Indiana lost 2 days later, they get rid of one of their players. Fever now. If Scott picks her up, you know it's rigged. Completely rigged. And I could absolutely see the Sky or the Dallas Wings or the Washington Mystics picking up Celeste Taylor. She's a WNBA player. She's a pro. I'm 62, never watched a game ever. I saw 8 minutes of CC's last college game and came here to watch her. Okay, fair enough. A lot of first-time WNBA fans were brought here, shown the way by Caitlin, for sure. Yeah, I closed. I don't feel like the big three offer was legit either. Shadow, welcome back. Welcome back. CC needs to retire and let this trash league die like it should have 20 years ago. Sheesh. Shadow coming in hot. If the Fever would get the #1 pick, do you think CC and Paige could play together? Absolutely. I think you put Paige at the 1, put CC at the 2. Paige is a true point guard. She was playing out of position this year because of all the injuries to UConn, and they didn't have size. But yeah, I think they would be an elite backcourt. They would complement each other well. Paige is low maintenance. She doesn't need the ball to impact the game. She's a creator, unlike Mitchell, who's a better scorer, but that's it. I would say Paige Beckers is better in every aspect of basketball than Kelsey Mitchell right now today, other than scoring the basketball. I think they would definitely complement each other. But I don't even know if Paige goes #1. If the Fever get the pick, I definitely think they get her one, though. Let's see. If Angel Reese wins Rookie of the Year, I don't even see her and CC in the same sentence as rivals. Okay, stand on business, my T girl. Stand on business then. I'm kind of learning some players in stat. Hey, Robert, keep tuning in. You will be caught up in no time. I got you. I got you. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese will be good for the game. I think CC will get it just based on her stats this season being better. Okay. We see Angel Reese's numbers. Another look at Clark's numbers up until this point. If the WNBA and the Fever cannot break Caitlin Clark, she's going to take off like a rocket. Nobody in history has faced this type of pressure from her very first preseason game as a rookie. Facts. We've never seen a WNBA rookie under this much scrutiny, under this much of a microscope. This is insane. This is like when LeBron James was a rookie. I mean, we have not seen anything like this in the WNBA at all. And I don't know if we ever will again. Those bottom four teams that miss the playoffs will get more balls in the draft lottery. I doubt the people will win the first pick again. That's what I'm saying. 3 years straight, and it might be rigged. YouTube, 3 years straight, #1 pick, it might be rigged at that point. Spoon isn't asking Reese to be a star. Hold on. She's asking Reese to play hard with her teammates. The team rises to Reese's competitive nature. CC isn't a great teammate. We feel like, I disagree. I wouldn't say, I think she is a great teammate. I mean, we saw that in college. I've had my guy Nick on, who's covered Caitlin in Iowa on the local news for the past 3 years and talked about how humble she is, how she went out there and announced her draft decision before senior night not to take away from the other senior nights of that special class. I mean, she sacrificed a lot. I'm not here to say that she's a perfect teammate or anything, because I don't think anybody's perfect, but to say Caitlin's not a great teammate, I think that's a bit of a reach. But Spoon is also a better coach, putting Reese in a position to succeed. Clark does not have that luxury right now. Reese was a star last game, I'll tell you that. Don't worry, Angel Reese will get Rookie of the Year because it's rigged for her. Nobody wants to see CC the Rookie of the Year. Remember, this league is prejudice. Sheesh. Ivan says the fix is in. The fix is in for Angel Reese. When Cece won the Ford Trophy, she did not acknowledge Sods. Because Sods is horrible. There's no way she should be a head coach anywhere in America. I don't even care if it's 8U. 8U, 9U, 7U. Get her out of here, man. She just stands there. There's no adjustments being made, no in-game adjustments, no timeouts, no plays being called. Like, what is she actually bringing to the table? Please, please inform me. Rookie of the Year will be based on who can play with seasoned vets and who can bring their team back from losing deficits as the season gets harder. Reese continues their dog mentality. She's the future star. I think she's definitely a future star. I think they both are. And you can never knock Reese's competitive edge, her nature, her tenacity that she approaches the game with. But Chicago also has an identity, and they have veterans that are providing leadership in that locker room. Clark has had to basically be forced to step up and be a leader with this team. Man, I hated what happened to Cameron Brink. I hated how she went down, man. I hate that she's missing the Olympics. Did anyone notice once Cameron Brink was injured, immediately Reese was put up front and center immediately and had career game, all while Clark has been frozen out. That game was fishy. It definitely feels like Clark is being frozen out by her teammates. There's a rift there between her and Kelsey Mitchell. I don't understand what it is. It's not. It may not be off the court, and they're not actively acknowledging it. But the chemistry and the on court decisions, you could tell something is off. Something is definitely off. She takes credit for wins and blames the team for the loss. They are both great in their own way. Agreed. I definitely think they're both great in their own way. They definitely are, and they both impacted the game in a tremendous way to the point where we're seeing women's basketball at heights that we've never seen before, ever. And shout out to all the players that paved the way. This rookie class is taking it to another dimension. I agree, the whole situation is very fishy and it stinks. It is fixed for Angel Reese. It's so obvious. Okay. We thinking the fix is in. The fix is in for Angel Reese. Indiana sidelined their veteran core for Clark. She's not being asked to complement the team. She's asked to be the star. I mean, she's the best player on the team. And the fact of the matter is they took her number one to run the offense because they were lacking last year. And if they were bitching the vets, they should get Wnba out of there. Because there's no way she should have been getting minutes over Celeste Taylor. Nasty work. Put Lexi Hole in the starting lineup. Get Wallace out of there. CC is a great player, but how the media and fans spoil her, she's not going to have that inner push as Reese does to be great. Okay, interesting take here. Mitchell seems jealous. She was the number 2 or number 3 all-time scorer before CC last season. Yep, one of the top scorers ever. CC passed her. Then came and took over her team. Mike, welcome in, welcome in. I think people are being too hard on size. She's drinking from a firehouse. Man, Saj just hasn't brought anything to the table. Reese has taken so much from the media. She's out to prove a point. She plays with a mission and a purpose to prove everyone wrong. Clark doesn't have that kind of pressure to be great. Man, I think Clark has the most pressure on her out of any player in the entire league right now. Harlem Film Channel, welcome in, welcome in. If this is your first time locking into the Live with Brandon Blakey podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. It's economics. The W is looking at a $240 million CC-based TV deal. Side Spoon and powers that be are trying to manage risk by keeping the game in the bottle. They holding the development of the league up. She is spoiled and weak just the way it is, but a good player. Clark is told she's already great. It's not hard to figure out. It just takes a little critical thinking and some God given discernment. Caitlin Clark simply doesn't fit the prototypical stereotype. She is not in the alphabet soup. Y'all are wild. Y'all own one tonight. Y'all own one. If Cece wants to win Rookie of the Year, she's going to have to show up next game in blackface holding hands with a girl. Y'all are on one. Y'all are out of pocket right now, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all own one tonight. Kelsey Mitchell is getting max money. She's also used to taking the most shots on a bad team. Could be a Steph slash Monte Ellis situation. Kelsaw, hey, that's a great analogy. That's a great analogy, and they eventually had to choose. And, they went obviously with Steph Curry, but that's a great analogy because they don't complement each other well. I don't think like how Clay and Steph complemented each other. Him and Ellis never complimented each other like that. Like both of them were individually great scorers, good players that made things happen. And we're seeing that now with Clark and Mitchell. Both really good players, great scorers, but they don't complement each other. That's why I think Mitchell has to go at some point. CC don't have no pressure. She can have 7 points and 7 turnovers, and her fans are still blaming everybody else. Hey Dixon, welcome in, welcome in. That's hilarious. The media made Kobe Bryant the Black Mamba. The more Reese is being villainized, she's gonna play like a villain. She's playing like a superstar. Golly. She's got a big matchup with Asia Wilson and the Aces, though. The Sky's starting to play some of that tough competition. The Sky getting to that second half of their schedule, which is definitely looking brutal. But we all know the Aces is no joke. But looking at Angel Reese stats, as a rookie, it's tough to argue against her. She's got a legit case averaging a double-double. Legitimate case. A double-double as a rookie, man, that's tough. That's tough. Yep. Angel Reese is just in a better position to succeed right now with a better franchise. Less drama, less turmoil. The Fever feel like a dumpster fire waiting to happen. It's the blind leading the blind. The whole team gets thrown under the bus for CC when Indiana loses. That's why she's not a dog, too spoiled. Hey, Robert, appreciate you locking in with me. Thank you. Salute, salute. Have a good evening. Where would y'all rank the rookies right now? If you had to rank five, I've shown y'all Angel Reese stats, Caitlin Clark, Rakia. I would probably put third. She's been the unsung hero. Second on the Sparks in scoring. Started on the bench, and now with the injury of Cameron Brink, she was already in the starting lineup, but now with the injury of Cameron Brink, she becomes even more valuable. 9.8 points, 3.3 rebounds. Of course, you got Aaliyah Edwards starting to come to life. 8.8 points, 6.3 rebounds, 1.1 assists. Like, where would y'all rate these rookies right now? Where would y'all rank these rookies? I think the Fever will knock off the Storm next game. Okay, prediction. Okay, YouTube with the prediction. YouTube, final score, final score. We need it. Final score prediction. If Caitlin Clark was given a fair shake in the WNBA, her teammates, her coaches, and the media, she would easily be averaging 25, 28 points, 9 to 7 assists, and 4 to 6 rebounds, far above the rookies. That's why I feel like Angel Reese is in a better situation to succeed right now, Leroy. She's in a better system right now. She's in a better situation. Rob D, welcome in, welcome in. Caitlin Clark has always been overrated. Okay, stand on business. Stand on business. Clark has more total steals than Reese. Reese just averages more. Facts. I think Angel Reese's biggest argument right now is the fact that she's averaging a double double. No game for 4 days and fans going crazy. They said we need the content. We need it. Where would y'all rank the rookies though? We got one. Okay, YouTube. You got Caitlin Clark, Angel, Rakia, Edwards, and Kate Martin at five. Okay. How y'all feel about that list? Would y'all? Does anybody else have something different? Different order for the five? Does anybody have Camilla in the five? It depends which rookie can get a playoff spot. Indiana and Chicago is going to take some L's, but only one can withstand the tough season ahead. Okay, so you basing it definitely on the team performance more so in the playoff contention. CC even has more blocks. Yo, her defense is absolutely stepped up. Her defense is on another level compared to Iowa. That is, I think, the biggest leap she's taken on the court, hands down. Angel Reese would not last a month with the target Caitlin has on her back. That is being nice. Clark has 53 pointers and is on path to break the rookie record for most threes in about 8 games. What would it take for Angel Reese to overtake her for number one? If she just balls out against the Aces and pick up a win tomorrow, are y'all moving her ahead of Caitlin? I mean, she goes out there and has like a 30-15 game and they beat the Aces. Are we moving Clark up? Are we taking her to the number one spot? Yeah, YouTube, you're right though. She missed a few games. She was out 4 to 6 weeks, but she came back in style. And Edwards has missed the last couple of games too. But of course, we got Kate Martin as well, who's been mentioned. But yeah, a lot of these rookies have battled injuries. I was really excited about Alyssa Peely, man. She had one big game, but she hasn't really been able to carve out a role. Indiana cannot play defense with the more seasoned teams: Suns, Link, Liberty, Aces, Storm, and Mercury. Defense is definitely lacking, my T-girl. I definitely agree with you. Defense is severely lacking, and that's why the Celeste Taylor trade literally makes no sense. Reese will probably break the rookie rebounding record, and CC will probably break the rookie assist record. Both will show which stat is more valued. Great point. Great point, close quarters. Great point. I am sorry, a scorer will always win Rookie of the Year over a rebounder. Okay, Michael. Hey, I mean, that's what we've grown accustomed to seeing. We see that scoring is definitely the most valued stat in basketball, the way it goes. CT could finish with both hands, right or left, and good passing. Hey, the great benefactor, welcome back. You're absolutely right. She could finish, she could shoot it, she could guard multiple positions, she hustled, she made winning plays. It made no sense. CC has points per game, assists, 3-point made, and blocks. Reese has rebounds. Okay. No, no, I didn't. I honestly, Michael, I didn't even know what her sexual orientation was. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. Nope, I have not. Indiana has the worst defense in the league. They'll have more L's than Chicago. CC will drop in Rookie of the Year, especially if Sparks and Rakia Jackson emerge or Edwards and Mystics. Okay, so my T girl, what are your rankings right now? Closest got CC1, Reese 1A. Okay, 1 and 1A. Everyone else not in the rookie of the year conversation. I feel like it's a two-player race right now, too. But if I had to pick a third, I would definitely be going with Rakia. But the Sparks are terrible. Does Reese have enough money to pay off Aces players like she did with Smith? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Caitlin Clark continues to break rookie records on all 5 top statistical categories, but we are still talking about Angel Reese. Make that make sense. Woo! Leroy standing on business. Big Shooter got Reese 1. Okay, so the first one with Angel Reese at the top spot. Reese 1, Clark 2, Rakia Jackson 3, Edwards 4, Camila Cardoso at 5. Candace Parker, Maya Moore, Nike Guamake, Brianna Stewart, all rebounder, all rookie of the year. Are we okay? Understand that they do grab rebounders, but are we really comparing the offensive game to Candace Parker, Maya Moore, Guamake, and Brianna Stewart? We're comparing Angel Reese's offensive game to that. I mean, so let's go back. All right. So Brianna Stewart won Rookie of the Year. She was averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds. When Aguamake won, she averaged 15 and 8. When Della Don won it, she averaged 18 and 5. When Maya Moore won it, she only averaged 13 and 4. I will say though, it is rare. I mean, Asia Wilson averaged 20 and 8. Like, the players you mentioned were definitely getting more buckets. Candace Parker averaged 18 and 9, basically 18 and 10. Maya Moore 13 and 4. But I mean, they were putting up better numbers. They were putting up a lot better scoring numbers. Season is almost half over. Yeah. If Kate Martin, hey, welcome in, Colin, welcome back. If Kate Martin would have taken Taylor's place in the draft and played with Caitlyn, do you think that would have made a difference? I definitely think that she would be on this roster and be getting playing time. I think Caitlyn would have had a little bit more influence over that one. Even though her and Celeste were friends, they didn't go to war like her and Kate Martin did. The WNBA draft should only have one round. Only Nika Mule and Kate Martin survived second and third. It's tough to make these rosters. It's definitely very tough to make these rosters. It would not have mattered. This has been planned all the way along. CZ has been iced out of the fourth quarter for 5 games now. It's not a mistake or stupidity. It's planned. So, Leroy, you feel like there's an agenda here. Something is not right. I mean, it's weird that every time she gets cooking, though, she gets no shots in the fourth. She doesn't really touch the ball, and she spends some of the time on the bench while while Erica Wheeler's out there doing things. Wicked behavior in Indiana, man. I could see co-rookie of the year. Okay, okay. Co-rookie of the year, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, co-rookie of the year. Put up the numbers again for CC, leading rookies in 3-pointers, assists, and scoring right now. The new players are big. That's what they need under the basket. I mean, how many bigs do they need? They got Teamy coming back. They got Melissa Smith. They got Aaliyah Boston. They got Saxton. How many more bigs do they need, Michael? Like, the backcourt needs some help. I got Reese, Clark, Martin, Jackson, and Edwards. Okay. Okay. Jackson at 4? Sheesh. My T girl, Rakia at 4? That's tough. Kelsall, welcome back. Welcome back. Taylor wouldn't have gotten playing time on this side. I don't think she would have put another rookie in the rotation. She's too loyal to the vets. Christie Sods is so loyal to the veterans on this team that she brought with her, Wallace and Wheeler, that she will play them over. She values their playing time and their happiness over the success of this team. She would rather play her favorites than play the best player available, and it's sabotaging this group and it's hindering the young talent from coming together. She's stalling their progress. Taylor wouldn't have got. Oh yeah, okay, we read that one. New girl is 30 pounds more than Smith and Teamy. CC needs the green light. Absolutely, she needs the green light. She currently does not have the green light. No, Coach Saad said she had the green light, but apparently she didn't tell Caitlin yet. I know she had 13 assists, but it's a crime for her to only have 11 attempts for the leading scorer in college. Yeah, she doesn't get enough shot attempts per game. They're not drawing any type of plays up for her at all. We saw when Angel Reese was cooking against the Fever, she wasn't taken out, she wasn't frozen out. They kept giving her the ball, and she delivered a victory. You feed your stars, you feed the hot hand, and you adjust your system around the players you have. They say Reese throwing Smith around like a rag doll and knew they were a person. They needed a person with more weight. Why not just make the switch and put Aaliyah Boston on Reese though? That's my thing. Why not make an adjustment as a coach when you see your team getting cooked? Definitely been a crap show. Definitely has been a crap show. The whole season has been nonsense. And they're a move away from a dumpster fire. Time should have been split between Taylor and Clark. Clark is terrible on defensive assignment. All the guards are ball dominant. I think she should have took minutes from Wheeler or Wallace. Wallace is the worst starter in the WNBA, man. Christy Wallace stinks. Kelsey the Black Hole Mitchell. Swoop smooches. Like, I just honestly think Angel Reese is in a better situation right now to win this Rookie of the Year with her team behind her, with a competent coach. I mean, we're seeing what is possible. The Chicago Sky will probably have a better record than the Fever when this season's done. And if they had any type of 3-point shooting outside of Mabry, man, this team would be dangerous. I can't even shoot threes and they still out here working. Why not pack the lane? Why not bring a double on Angel Reese? Why not close down on that? Nasty work, y'all. Nasty work. Kelsey, I ain't never seen a shot I don't like Mitchell. If Smith couldn't guard Reese, she shouldn't have been able to guard She wouldn't have been able to guard Cardoso. Cardoso. I don't know, man. Cardoso wasn't being as physically dominant. I think she would have had a better chance against Cardoso than Reese. Reese was out there just bully balling her. But I don't know. I guess we'll never know. I guess, you know what I'm saying? We could sit here and play what ifs, woulda, coulda, shouldas all day at that point. So I guess we won't know unless they make a switch in round 4 in August. But yeah, I mean, not even an attempt to make an adjustment though. You have the greatest shooter on the planet, dishing out high assists and getting monster rebound numbers. The fix is in. Angel Reese needs to give a special thanks to Christie Sides and Bad Apples. I like Mitchell, but she is part of the problem, not giving any rookies any respect, and her being selfish has to change. Yeah, she's not a team player. She's literally just a scorer. That's it. Just a scorer, strictly. That is it. David, welcome in, welcome in. Anybody with basketball sense knows CC is 10 times better than Reese. Nasty work in Indiana, man. Nasty work going on. Nasty work in Indiana going on right now, bro. Nasty work. Angel Reese is just in a better position right now. She's just in a better position right now to win that Rookie of the Year. Fever has an easier game than Sky left. Yeah, the Fever definitely got the tough teams out of the way early. Definitely, and they earned their stripes. They licking their wounds, and I think they got better because of that. The Sky are definitely about to play the tough part of their schedule, starting with the Aces tomorrow. Totally different monster. I think Wallace ran away from the ball on that busted play, and when Boston made that three, she seemed to be scared to have the ball in her hands late. I don't know what purpose Wheeler serves on the team. Literally don't know either. But her contract is so bad they can't trade her. I mean, she's getting paid over $220,000. She's the top 5 salary in the league. She's the highest paid player on the team, man. And she is just eating minutes and eating cash. She should be in jail for armed robbery. The reason why routing was changed is because, oh, nothing was changed was because, like I said, it was rigged for Angel Reese. It's common sense. That's why I didn't make changes. That's why they didn't make changes. Okay. Ivan says the fix is in. The fix is in. Yup. And that's the problem, Leroy. She still thinks this team is hers. That's the problem. Hit it nail on the head. She doesn't even touch all 5 statistical categories. Caitlin and her will simply never work. One is extremely selfish, and the other is a team player. Yeah, I just don't think Mitchell. They're not going to bring the best out of each other. They're both good individually, but they're not a good duo at all, whatsoever. Definitely not. Mm-mm. Nope, that's not the long term answer. Kelsey Mitchell does not complement Caitlin's game in any way. She is a bucket though, and I will never take that away from her. Rebecca Lobo said the top two stats they look for in MVP and Rookie of the Year is points and minutes played. Well, Caitlin is definitely going to dominate points and minutes played. She will definitely dominate those two categories. The Indiana Fever need to give Rebecca Lobo a call. They need to give Lobo a call. Wicked out here. Give me some more of y'all rookie rankings right now. What Cardoso is doing. Man, honestly, I think when it's all said and done, Cardoso is going to be a better basketball player than Angel Reese. She is just scratching the surface, man. She's going to be a star. She's definitely going to be a star. Just looking at the numbers 9.3 points, 7.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists. I know she missed some games, but 6'7", gets up and down the court like a gazelle, blocks shots. She just needs a go to move down low for real. That's it. And the sky's the limit for Cardoso. Let's see. I don't see Clark having any production on the tougher teams because she is easily shut down by lockdown defenders. Okay, okay, Bulls. I like Buzelis. 6'10", point forward, out there looking like Hito Turkoglu. He did have trouble with Dejanay Carrington. I will say that. Nothing will change with Dunn and Sods at the top. They are going to have to clean house from top to bottom. Get them all out of there. It's nasty work out there right now. Hey, shout out Kobe White though, hooping for the Bulls. Who's watching the WNBA draft? Or excuse me, who's watching the NBA draft? Get y'all updated on some picks. So Atlanta took Zachary, two French players. Two French players went. Of course, we were expecting Alex Sarr to go early. He went to the Washington Wizards. The Atlanta Hawks take Zachary. Reed Shepard to the Rockets. That was like one of the most predictable ones. Stephon Castle teaming up with Wnba for the Spurs. We knew they loved him. Ron Holland, who was arguably the top player in this draft coming in to this season, kind of fell off with the Ignite. Still goes 5 to the Pistons. Oh, goodness. The Hornets. Oh, my goodness. Nothing will change with Dunn and Sauce at the top. They are going to have to clean house top to bottom. Yeah, they have no leadership, no culture. Why can't Sods come up with some plays for Clark to fly? Exactly. Look what Iowa did with the screens, what they did off ball. Like how they had her constantly moving around, creating space for her. Now all her points are ISO or in pick and roll. Yo, Laney Hamilton had a big game. for the Liberty last night. They lost. They came up short. Okay. Okay, YouTube respect. Two of my well, definitely two of my friends are actually three of my friends are actually big Bull fans from Chicago, all three of them. Jackie Young not really known as a lockdown defender though. That's why they need Chelsea Gray. If the coach let CC go crazy, she would be dominating Angel Reese, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, they will not take the shackles off Caitlin Clark. I'm not sure what is going on, what's going to happen, how it all plays out, but they have her in shackles right now, y'all, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Set Caitlin free, man. Let her do what she does. And the crazy thing is, too, Sods talked about how she was not going to change anything about Caitlin's game and not mess with it, quote unquote. And we see what's going on. Sods is holding this team back, plain and simple. Plain and simple. She is holding this team back from glory, from greatness. She is hindering the development of Caitlin Clark. You're a dumpster fire your first year. You get a Rookie of the Year in Aaliyah Boston. Then you're rewarded with the generational talent in Caitlin Clark, and this is what you do. This is what you do. This is how you repay it. This is how you repay the league. It's wicked out here, y'all. Hey, Colin, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Brandon, you are going to see attendance and viewership drop drastically. First, the opponent tried to assault Clark. Second, the referees called bullcrap fouls. Three, CC off the Olympic team. Four, fever sabotage. Just a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster, Leroy. The league setting themselves up to fail, man. When the offense was moving through, Clark couldn't handle defensive physicality. Y'all said she was targeted, so they used her for passes. I mean, all the rookies have faced some tough fouls now. Angel Reese definitely got chokeslammed, but Clark was definitely getting knocked around like how Jordan was with the Bad Boy Pistons. It was getting kind of out of hand, man. We got to be honest here. Clark had 20 against the Sun and 22 against Liberty, so she can score against the best teams. Stand on business, Michael. Stand on business. Stand on business. Hey, Leroy, I appreciate you. Guys, if it's your first time in the Live with Brandon Blakey podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. I got you covered. And we will be having a much, much, much longer live coming up tomorrow with games Thursday and Friday. Man, I went for 4 hours last night, so we're not going to go too much longer tonight. But I definitely want to pop on here and just give an update on the Rookie of the Year race and gauge how y'all are feeling about how things are going almost halfway through the season. I really was looking forward to just getting y'all's takes on this as well. My T girl says she was the one with the ball majority of possession. She was responsible for scoring, so of course defenses were coming for her. She was too slow to get away. They need to do better and get her in space. Everything can't be an ISO bucket. I think Dunn picked sides as a coach to have this young coach grow with this young team. I don't think they understood the scrutiny that drafting a generational player like Clark would bring, especially when you're mismanaging the team and the talent on this group. Hey, Big Shooter, appreciate you joining us. Salute. Take care. Have a good evening. Guys, before we wrap, man, you know how I always end the show. This is your first time, tune in. But I gotta give y'all a moment to get off y'all's hottest takes, y'all's biggest storylines, biggest surprises. What y'all got for me tonight? Ice T, welcome in, welcome in. As long as Christie sides throttle her, then sure you can say Rookie of the Year is up for grabs. She's still breaking a ton of records with the guard position despite this. Facts. No lies told, Icy. No lies told. Lakers in the clock at 17. Next, who you think they draft? I don't think they drafted Bronny in the first round. I think they do take him in the second, though, if he's there, for sure. At this point, though, I don't think there's a rookie in the draft that's really going to come in and contribute immediately for the Lakers. They might as well invest this pick for the future or trade it for real. But all eyes will be on Bronny. What are they going to do? Who is going to spend that second round pick on him? Somebody going to take him thinking they can get LeBron. Y'all already know that. Okay, that was one of my questions. That was one of my questions. If Angel Reese goes out there and has a huge game against Asia Wilson and the Aces, and they come away and win that game, would that be enough for Angel Reese to move up? We see the numbers that she's averaging right now. Okay, ICT, okay. I like it. Respect, respect. For you guys, like, coming in just now, y'all might have missed it, but who are y'all's top 5 rookies in what order right now? We've seen stats for Rakia, Caitlin, Kate, Angel, JC Sheldon, as well as Aaliyah Edwards. Who would be y'all's top 5 and in what order for rookies? 3 ESPY nominations. Y'all see South Carolina got nominated for Team of the Year. Juju for Breakout Player. Paige Becker's Comeback Player of the Year. Women's college basketball is dominating right now. Lots of nominations. But y'all throw them final hot takes at me. What we got? What we got? Parting shots and all. Let me hear them. Let me hear them. Let me see them. And what are the odds? Where does Bronny James go? Okay. Unc says he's got Reese, Clark, Cardoso, Jackson, Brink. Brink at 5, salute. Lakers on the clock. Who are they going to take? Reese, Clark, Cardoso, Jackson, Brink. They will never break Caitlin Clark. God created her to hoop, and she has Jesus. You can't stop what God has anointed. Sooner or later, these trials become a blessing. Eagles rise above the storm. Talk to him, Leroy. Talk to him. ICT's got Reese, Clark, Jackson, Cardoso, and Brink. Okay. 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 Fair enough. Fair enough. I like y'all's rankings. I like y'all's rankings. The one consistent one that I haven't seen, Rakia's kind of been fourth. I'd probably have her at number 3. But other than that, man, I really like y'all's rankings. It's been very diverse. YouTube, you gotta let me know what that Laker pick is. Roderick has Clark, 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 Reese, Jackson. Okay. Roderick standing on business. Reese needs more than one stat. I mean, she's got scoring and rebounding, but she's definitely not scoring more than Caitlin Clark by any means. All right, guys, holler at me. Final takes, final rankings. Let me know. Again, we will be back live again tomorrow. Y'all already know the vibes, so make sure to tune in. I'll have more content for y'all throughout the entire rest of this week. Man, y'all been showing so much love to the videos. Subscribers are going crazy, liking, commenting, donating, everything, man. I definitely appreciate y'all continuing to rock with me, showing a whole lot of love and just a lot of respect for the chat, man. I don't expect everybody to agree. We all not gonna agree or be on the same page, but I salute y'all because it has remained respectful. We have heard opinions on both sides of a lot of different matters, and everybody's been respectful, kept it clean, and I definitely much love to y'all for that. I appreciate that. That is going to be a wrap from us tonight. Again, y'all go check out my stream from last night. I went 4 hours last night, so we're gonna keep it short tonight. On top of that, I just put out a video about Don Staley and South Carolina getting nominated for an ESPY. I just put out a video about Cooper Flagg being the next super villain at Duke. So y'all go visit the page, check out everything, man. I really, really appreciate how y'all been showing love. Dixon, welcome in. Appreciate you joining us, man. CC should score more points than Reese. Every shot is a three. Hey, fair enough, man. I appreciate y'all again. We will be back live the rest of this week talking a bevy of topics. Thank y'all so much again for the support. If this is your first time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all the latest. This has been the Brandon Blakeney Podcast, live with Brandon Blakeney Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, hey, we out.